Hi, this guide covers your no claims bonus (NCB), the single biggest factor in lowering your UK car insurance premiums. We'll show you how to protect, maximize, and correctly declare your NCB to get the best possible quote every year. The no claims bonus (NCB) is the most critical factor insurers use when calculating your annual premium. It functions as a cumulative reward, a percentage discount applied to the base price of your policy. This reward is granted for every consecutive 12-month period you maintain a policy without submitting a claim that results in a payout by the insurer. For experienced motorists, 5 years or more of a continuous, clean driving record can translate into a massive discount ranging from 50% to 75% off the foundational cost of their insurance premium. Understanding the NCB is essential for controlling your annual car insurance expenditure. Section 1. How the NCB ladder works. Annual accumulation and maximum bonus. The NCB is earned on a precise, progressive scale, visualized by the industry as a step-by-step ladder. A driver earns 1 year's bonus for every 12 full, consecutive months of uninterrupted, claim-free insurance cover held in their own name. The ascent up this ladder is rapid initially but slows down, eventually reaching a cap. For example, a driver typically earns an initial 30% discount after their very first claim-free year. By year 5, this often escalates to a significant 60% to 65% discount from the base rate. The ascent continues until the maximum bonus threshold is reached, which for most major UK insurers occurs around year 9 or year 10. Here, the discount is usually capped in the valuable range of 70% to 75%. Once a driver successfully reaches this limit, any additional claim-free years typically do not translate into a further increase in the percentage discount. Some specialist insurers might offer a small, incremental increase for records extending beyond 15 years. It is critically important for all drivers to understand that the no claims bonus is strictly earned over full, consecutive 12-month periods. If a customer cancels a policy mid-term, they will almost certainly forfeit the bonus for that partial year. This is because the full period required to validate the next year's bonus has not been satisfied. NCB portability and validity. A significant characteristic of the NCB is its remarkable portability. The no claims bonus is a personal asset. It belongs to you, the driver, and is independent of the vehicle or the insurance company. Consequently, when you switch insurance providers at renewal time, you have the full right to take your entire accumulated NCB years with you. However, this discount is strictly governed by rules regarding its shelf life. The most critical rule is the time limit. Insurers will only recognize an NCB earned and used within the immediate preceding last 2 years of continuous motor insurance cover. If a driver allows their policy to lapse going longer than 24 consecutive months without holding a policy in their own name, for example, relying solely on a company car, their entire accumulated NCB is highly likely to automatically expire, forcing them to start building the bonus again from zero. Furthermore, meticulous attention must be paid to the verification process, which relies on the correct NCB documentation. When you switch, your new insurer will mandatorily require valid and verifiable proof to substantiate the exact NCB declared during the quotation process. This critical documentation is typically requested within a strict, short window, usually ranging from 7 to 21 calendar days following the new policy's start date. A crucial warning: the failure to provide valid proof within the insurer's specified time frame will invariably lead to severe consequences, including policy cancellation or a massive retrospective increase in your premium, as the insurer will rate you as a zero NCB driver. Section 2. The importance of NCB protection. Why protection is an investment. NCB protection is an optional, highly advisable contractual extra purchased from your insurer for a modest annual fee, typically between £30 to £80. The protection guarantees that if you are forced to make 1 or 2 at-fault claims during the policy period, your earned no claims bonus will remain completely safeguarded at its current maximum level upon the subsequent renewal date. This feature becomes a necessary investment once a driver has achieved the maximum or near maximum bonus, for example, 5 years of clean driving or more. In the absence of this protection, a single at-fault claim will almost always result in an immediate and painful 3-year step back on the NCB ladder. The financial loss incurred will drastically outweigh the small annual cost of the protection fee. Financial loss example: a driver with the maximum 9 years NCB 75% discount who makes one at-fault claim without protection might drop to 6 years NCB a 65% discount the following year. This 10 percentage point loss will be applied to the entire base premium for 3 years, easily costing hundreds of pounds more than the protection purchase. Understanding protection limitations: it is absolutely crucial to understand what NCB protection does not cover. Misinterpretation is common. The protection is exclusively designed to safeguard the number of years bonus you hold. It does not provide any guarantee for your premium price. After any at-fault claim, your insurer will still implement a significant and unavoidable increase in your policy's base premium due to the change in your risk profile. The protected discount, for example, 75%, will be applied to this new, much higher, post-claim base premium. Drivers must also be aware of the potential portability limitation when switching providers. Smaller or specialist firms will not always fully recognize a protected NCB gained from a previous provider. If you switch, your new company might recalculate your protected NCB status, potentially forcing you to step back 1 or 2 years anyway. Always diligently check the new insurer's policy on the transfer of a protected NCB status before finalizing your switch. Section 3. Maximizing your NCB for savings. Strategy 1. Multi-car policies for households with 2 or more vehicles. A pitfall is applying one driver's maximum NCB to the primary vehicle while the second vehicle starts at 0 NCB. Instead, explore to superior options, multi-car policies, or the mirrored NCB facilities. Many established insurers will allow customers to hold to distinct policies under a single agreement, often extending an attractive introductory discount to the second vehicle. More importantly, several insurers will permit the main policyholder to strategically mirror a certain number of their own maximum NCB years onto the second car. This usually requires the main policyholder or their partner to be the principal driver on both vehicles. Employing this mirrored NCB strategy prevents the second vehicle's premium from being rated unnecessarily high. Strategy 2. Named driver experience. Younger drivers cannot formally earn an official NCB while only listed as a named driver on someone else's policy. However, the powerful long-term strategy of staircasing can mitigate the cost of starting from 0. After accumulating several continuous years of clean driving experience as a proven safe named driver on a policy, certain specialized insurers may offer a discretionary named driver experience discount when the young driver eventually takes out their first policy as the main policyholder. This crucial discount formally recognizes the clean historical performance and may offer an invaluable starting bonus, often equivalent to 1 or 2 years of accumulated NCB. This staircasing approach results in substantial savings during the notoriously expensive early driving years. Strategy 3. Declaring claims. It is a legal requirement that you must honestly disclose all incidents in your claims history during the quotation or renewal process. Regardless of whether they were at fault or non-fault, failure to fully disclose any past incidents can be interpreted as severe misrepresentation, potentially leading to the voiding or cancellation of your entire policy. An at-fault claim is formally defined as any incident where your insurer paid out costs and was subsequently unable to legally recover 100% of those costs from an identified third party. If you hit an animal or the third-party driver could not be identified, the claim falls to your insurer and will be recorded as at fault, resulting in a mandatory NCB reduction. In contrast, a non-fault claim refers to an incident where your insurer paid out, but was then able to successfully recover the full 100% of the costs from the at-fault third-party as insurer. A truly 100% recovered non-fault claim will generally not affect your accumulated NCB. However, there is a crucial point of risk. If your insurer recovers only 80% of the total amount from the third party, the remaining unrecovered 20% is recorded as a financial loss. They are then entirely within their rights to classify this incident as a partial at-fault claim and apply a reduction to your NCB. Always meticulously confirm the final recovery status with your previous insurer. Section 4. Longevity of your NCB. Losing your NCB. While a maximum NCB is robust, it is not immune to reduction or total loss. The two primary mechanisms for losing your NCB are well defined. Firstly, the driver can suffer a loss by making multiple unprotected at-fault claims, exceeding the allowance permitted by a protection package, or making any claims without protection, which resets their NCB down the ladder by the typical 3-year step back. Secondly, the entire bonus can be lost due to a lapse in cover. If you allow your continuous policy to lapse for a period exceeding 2 years 24 consecutive months without any active policy in your name, your entire NCB is deemed to have expired. It will be explicitly rejected by any new insurer, regardless of how many claim-free years you had accumulated. The lifetime bonus, once a driver has demonstrated exceptional, sustained clean driving, often achieving the maximum NCB level of 9 years or more. Some insurers may offer an additional tier of ultimate security. This often takes the form of a lifetime protection policy or an automatic guarantee that the maximum discount will be assumed. This is exclusively an insurer-specific loyalty benefit. It is essential to confirm the specifics of this lifetime benefit, including any terms and conditions, directly with your insurer at the point of your policy renewal. By proactively managing your no-claims, bonus investing in protection, and ensuring accurate claims declarations, you transform your clean driving record into a powerful financial lever that consistently delivers the lowest premium price year after year.